Hey, what's up, guys? It's me. We're back, and let's continue straight where we head off. Yeah. Right. What were we going to do? Right. I believe. Yep. Okay. Why is there no?
Here we are.
Okay, never mind.
The COS.io Corporation office building. It looks like most of the businesses on this block are a part of the same corporate coalition under COS.io.
Is that important?
Well, perhaps. At the very least, it means it's unlikely they're the ones interfering with Augmented Eye's articles. Not impossible, but unlikely.
Says you. Oh, well, he didn't appreciate that. I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. I am already regretting it, so, I'm gonna not do that. What save slot did we save in? I think it was this one. Yeah, it looks about right. Alright, I won't, I'm gonna try not to be sarcastic dick this time.
Well,
How so?
generally, the companies in a coalition don't have a whole lot of overlap. Augmented Eye is a news app focused on local tech and culture stories, with an emphasis on hybrids' rights and cybernetics issues. None of the other companies in the coalition cover news, so they aren't related at all, which is very much standard practice for these groups. They have nothing to gain by inviting companies with whom they compete, and thus none of them would benefit by trying to undermine Augmented Eye's credibility as a news source.
Yeah, you know, I want to hear more about this. Can you tell me more about these coalitions?
In the early 2020s, the California government was pretty much going bankrupt.
Oh. We'll see if that's gonna happen.
A
Highly
poor
doubt it.
national economy and repeated voter initiatives meant the state didn't have the tax revenue to continue running municipal services. They kept pushing the tax burden down the totem pole until poorer cities were just flat broke. No police, no road work, complete public service collapse. Then, one of the smaller cities sold all of their public infrastructure, police and fire included, to a private corporation. This was eventually challenged in court, but several Silicon Valley corporations started a grassroots initiative to have citizens pass an amendment to the state constitution allowing it. They succeeded, and most of the major cities in the state sold off their public services to private corporations. Some places, like Los Angeles, just sold to the highest bidder.
Of course. It would be fucking LA.
Which is probably why LA is essentially in a constant gang turf war, with one side wearing the uniforms of the studio-owned police forces.
I'm listening. Because I'm actually kind of interested in this.
We're a little more selective, and most of the municipal services are owned by multi-corporation coalitions. They split the bill of running the city between them and keep each other from being too corrupt in their usage of the police force and such, from fear of a PR disaster and being kicked out of the coalition. It means there isn't as much money going around, which is why the NSFPD's equipment is out of date and the meshnet is so successful over normal cable networks. After all, without the promise of the city infrastructure bought and paid for, the corporations all treat running the city like a charity and PR stunt. But at least the police aren't irredeemably corrupt. The fire trucks still show up on time, and the water runs to all parts of the city.
Unlike how California is right now. Holy shit. I do believe, if I remember correctly, that California's in like a water crisis or some shit.
That can't be said for some areas of the state.
Didn't realize things were that bad elsewhere. Why hasn't the federal government stepped in?
I haven't spent enough time learning about the subject, or politics in general, to give you an educated answer. If I go by the posts people make on the meshnet, I'd say a combination of having bigger fish to fry and caving to corporate pressure.
Oh, of course.
People seem certain that the larger multinational companies would love to be able to buy their own towns on a national scale, and are pumping money into Congress to try and make that happen. They hold up Neo-SF as an example of their success, while trying to bury the problems in LA as an anomaly. Combine that with unrest abroad, and I guess they don't have a whole lot of motivation to try and stop it. Historical precedent seems to lend credence to this interpretation, if you're willing to believe my hasty readings on the subject.
Thanks for filling me in, I guess. Jesus. That's kind of actually somewhat interesting compared
You're
to
welcome.
right now,
I am
since,
happy to assist.
I mean, early 2020s. Oh, hey, and I got an achievement for it. Alright. I guess we enter the building? Let's talk to it. It's voice controlled. The screen begins to cycle through the business listings and your available options. That sign is not yours. Alright, let's open the door.
The meshnet says Augmented Eye's SF office is run by an individual named Zin, and Tomcat confirmed she's expecting us.
Oh, so we are taking
All
on
we
Tomcat's
have to do
lead.
now is head up and talk to her. No shenanigans this time.
Hopefully. What the hell is that?
The IK Stroke 47 aren't known for being verbose. Better leave it.
Oh, of course. Fucking this thing's in some high calculations work. Okay, stash of video games. Super Famlink. Familink. Monitor window, and here's Zin. There's an autograph. That is quite odd. Oh wait, that's an animal of some kind. That's not very nice. A swanky looking desk that curves around the edges. Let's touch it. It's not made of wood, but you can still knock on it. She's just looking at us as we're knocking on the desk like, what the fuck is going on? Alright, let's talk to her.
Hello. Welcome to Augmented Eye. You must be the journalist my network admin said would be showing up.
Network
Have a
admin?
seat. Would you like a drink?
Thanks, but no thanks. See that? I don't know. English is a weird language to me, bro. No cap. Like that makes sense, but it also doesn't. The more you read into it. Hassie Hot will hit the spot.
Ah, good choice. My assistant will bring it right away. Look, I'll start off by saying I'm a little uncomfortable about bringing in another journalist to look into this.
Into what?
Whatever you dig up, I'll have to explain to the rest of the press. But it's still better than the other options. Chances are I have another corporation scoping out my territory. If they aren't in the coalition, they'll be expecting a corporate spy, not a news hound. If they are in the coalition, it won't look good for me to send in my own reporters against my allies. Even if I do end up being right. So if I'm damned either way, I'd rather it be by the media. At least then we can fight back on a familiar battlefield. Now, what do you know about our problem here?
Someone's tampering with your articles.
That's the long and short of it. My network admin is pulling their hair out over it. I'm not going to pretend I understand everything they say, but from what I understand, the changes to our articles aren't being made from inside our network. The versions on our servers are still the originals, but at some point after they hit the mesh, they get changed. I'm hoping that you can do some digging, maybe hit up your contacts and get a lead on who might be doing it. Even if I have to get answers from the nightly news, it will be a big help.
What kind of changes are being made? Actually, I don't remember that. I don't remember anything much about this whole incident now that I think about it. It's been a while.
Mostly little things. Word choice, tone of the writing, things that make the writer appear more or less extreme on a topic.
Ah, right, right.
So
Okay.
far, almost all of the edits seem to be making our articles more positive on new technologies coming out, and more critical of organizations like the Human Revolution. That's actually what tipped us off. A harsh criticism one of my writers made about the Human Revolution protests was changed to be downright vitriolic, and I had a hell of a time putting out the fires. My writers and readers aren't exactly fans of them, but I'd rather not pick fights with the Human Revolution if I don't have to.
Highly doubt corporations would pick fights with anyone if they don't have to. Jesus. Why are you so sure this isn't an inside job?
I guess I'm not, but my network admin assures me it's all coming from somewhere else.
So, is the original servers transferring to like a relay of some sort? I mean, it's not like I've...
They told me that they tore out all of the routers that broadcast to the mesh and replaced them with fresh ones.
Yeah, it's not like I understand much about how networking and shit works, but like... You know.
All kinds of tricks involving IP addresses and DNS changes that I'm not going to even begin to claim to understand. I pay them big bucks, so I'm inclined to believe them unless you dig up something that tells me otherwise.
Have any idea where I should start looking?
Not really. My admin says that only someone with intimate access to Parallax's network protocols could make these kind of changes as something passes across the net. Personally, I think it's a clever hacker rather than someone inside Parallax itself. The public trust rating of Parallax makes them look like a saint among wolves, so their control over the mesh network provisions is strangling. It's trivially easy to set up ROMs to use a different OS than LIPS or a different meshnet protocol without that trust. Or, you know, Parallax is abusing its power to spread pro-tech propaganda. Doubtful they need to. I'm sure you'll be a good journo and bring me back the right answer.
Okay, well that's a start.
I know Tin Hat conspiracies aren't an ideal start, but it's the best we can do with the info we have. Anything else I can tell you, off the record? If you want it on the record, it'll cost you your firstborn and a really good cigar.
What in? Know if anyone else's articles being manipulated?
Alright, look. I wasn't going to tell you this. If it gets out, I'd have to answer some really hard questions. So, you didn't hear this from me. You might want to go check out TMI Entertainment and Charlie Nova. That's all I'll say. And remember, you take a bite out of him with my name as your defense, I drop you fast.
Alright. Think of any reason why you're being targeted?
Like what? There isn't much more I can tell you about Augmented Eye, really. It's a fairly simple and straightforward operation, if I say so myself. We started off in Venezuela as a sleek current events and news organization in 2055. Almost 10 years ago now. We focus on more in-depth reporting of on-the-street happenings, on top of major news. We're one of the few good ones left.
Right.
Once folks in other cities saw the type of reporting we do, they all clamored for it. They invested in the right places and it paid off. COS-IO Corp is happy to have us here in the OSF. It wasn't until hybrid tech started hitting the public sphere that we had to make any changes to our model. All of that said, I can't see why anyone would target us. Unless they're just trying to embroil us in a mudslinging match with the Human Revolution, and there are much more direct ways of making that happen.
Your own journalist should be able to handle digging up some dirt on a hacker.
What? Not wanting to answer prying questions from my coalition board isn't a good enough reason? 'Cause I'd really like to avoid that.
Fair enough.
And look, you've covered culture wars, right? My journalists are good, but they're mostly good at gadget reviews, implant releases, not taking too many stims so they remember what they did at raves for the after-party reports. This needs an investigative journalist with serious contacts, not tech personalities. The fact that my network admin recommended you to me means you probably know the right people. Now, does that cover it? I'd like to remove my nose from your ass.
That's it for now.
No, don't bother. In hindsight, I probably should have been a bit more circumspect about speaking to you. Plausible deniability and all that. I won't ask you to lie in anything you write, but do remember you got in contact with me not even second-hand, but third-hand. I certainly didn't sick you on anyone.
Alright.
Wink wink, nudge nudge, or whatever. If you need anything else, have your person get with my person. Don't come here directly.
Gotcha.
Now, I'd show you the door, but you know the way. And this isn't the only fire I'm trying to put out. Good luck, and goodbye.
Well, that was more confrontational than I'd have expected, considering she was the one needing help.
Exactly.
She never brought you that Hassie either.
Right, the Hassie.
Is it always like this?
Yeah.
Very true. I will admit that I am interested in the possibility of a link back to Parallax. If all of this really is due to somebody manipulating the mesh net on the inside, it may give us the leverage we need to find out what happened to Hayden once and for all. That said, I will take care not to get my hopes up. We should make no assumptions when investigating, lest we lead ourselves down a false path.
Yep.
Anyway, seems like our next step is... What the...
What the what? Oh, right. What the f-
What the... That's Sin!
That's not a good thing. Well, that's one way to get plausible deniability.
You must think you're so funny. A woman may be dead, and all you care about is a punchline. I'll remember that when you get thrown from a window and die.
Ah, fuck.
Ha ha ha. Perhaps you are cold and dead inside, but the rest of us still have hearts. So, if you're satisfied, let's head back up to her office. Maybe we can find out what happened.
Alright, oh shit.
It looks like the desk has been cleared off.
So, violent struggle.
Let's take a look around, but be careful not to disturb any evidence. The police will be here soon.
Why did I talk to it?
Even a ROM like that doesn't deserve an end like this.
Yo, what the hell happened to that? Why's the desk plant shredded?
Her personal computer is not password protected at the moment. Give me a moment to look through her files. Best to keep your fingerprints off of the keyboard.
Right.
Most of this isn't very interesting. MIDI reports, financials, article submissions. Oh, here we go. According to this email between Zin and her network admin, her lead on TMI Entertainment is a little more solid than she led us to believe.
Well then.
The Admin ran a web crawler looking for changes in writing styles. Some blog posts by their head anchor Charlie Nova stood out like a sore thumb. Apparently he's a bit pompous, if in an affable way, and his blog usually just details his day-to-day life. But ever since the human revolution has been in town, he's been smearing them with more venom than you'd expect, considering how neutral his on-air reporting has been. Zin seemed to think he was just complaining about the protesters fouling up traffic, and whoever is manipulating these posts spun it to make him look critical of the movement as a whole. Just like the augmented eye journalist. This Charlie fellow is the one we need to talk to.
Oh, alright, sir.
My thermal sensors only detect a single set of lingering footprints, and they end almost 3 feet away from the window. Considering the density of this glass, I can't imagine Zin jumped from that far and managed to throw herself through the pane without help. But who could have done it? I don't see any obvious marks on the floor or any other thermal hotspots.
You say no one was in here?
It doesn't look like it. We should go. There isn't anything else here, and the police are almost on the scene.
Son of a...
Well, there is Lexi.
I should have figured the two of you would be here. You just won't stay out of trouble no matter what I say, will you?
This is a total misunderstanding.
I assure you, Detective Rivers, we are merely in the wrong place at the wrong time. We had an appointment with Zin to discuss a possible lead and found her office in this state of disrepair.
Of course you did. Damn it. Fine. Get the hell out of here before anyone else shows up. We'll chat about the case more when I'm not busy scraping bodies off the pavement. You hear me?
Certainly, Detective Rivers. I'll forward you a report of what we know immediately, and we can speak further at a later time.
Yeah, whatever. Get moving.
Ooh.
Why'd you lie to Lexi? Yeah, actually.
Because it's better this way. We are chasing smoke trails. You think she would assist such an unlikely investigation? I do not need you to infer upon my motivations or highlight my duplicity. Detective Rivers has every bit of information that Zin gave us on that computer. Her investigation will not be hampered by our absence, whereas ours is halted if we're stuck giving answers she can just as well get from a hard drive. Literally. Has it occurred to you that whoever threw Zin out of that window could be after the same thing we are, except to silence the story rather than to get it out? We have little time for fooling about and must get to Charlie Nova before something happens to him too. Now, unless you have further recriminations to level at me, we must not squander the time my dishonesty bought us. I have highlighted the main Neo SF offices for TMI Entertainment on your map.
Right, okay.
Let's go!
I need to stop being a fucking dick, holy shit.
I hope some pity for me still remains, considering my recent tone, because I'm honestly not sure where we should start. I suppose we should just ask the receptionist to point us to somebody who can answer our questions.
What do you know about him?
Honestly, you do have your own mesh access, yes? I'm quite certain you can handle all the casual searches you might feel like making. We hardly have time for me to blather out every bit of exposition you desire
Right.
when you could just go look it up on your own.
You just do a good job of making it concise, I guess.
Fair enough. If you think it will save time, I can continue to rattle off these facts when you ask for them. I just ask that you keep your queries to a minimum. You don't have a whole lot of time.
Fair enough.
Let me pull up the information you requested.
That face, Jesus.
Charlie Nova is TMI Entertainment's most popular TV personality. He's gotten consistently high ratings for almost a decade and isn't afraid to tell you about it. The chatter on the mesh paints him as a bit arrogant, but in that loud, backslapping kind of way that a media star can get away with. He's best known for hosting Star in the Stratosphere. It's one of those talent-seeking reality programs.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, when TMI can't organically discover enough celebrities, they just manufacture them.
Oh, of course.
Oh, and also,
Who would've
according to this
fucking
blog,
thought?
Charlie's hair is flawless.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Welcome to TMI Entertainment Incorporated. Do you have an appointment?
No, but we need to talk to whoever's in charge here.
I really can't let you in without an appointment. I can maybe pencil you in for next Wednesday?
We don't have next
We
Wednesday.
don't have time for this. People's lives are on the line here, and all you care about is an appointment?
Yeah, they're right.
Oh, look, if it's that important, I can buzz you through to sympathy.
Okay, whoever that is.
She isn't going to be very happy about being bothered off schedule, so don't get your hopes up. And, try not to make her too mad. I'll be the one dealing with the fallout.
Right, of course. I apologize. We will be as tactful as possible, I assure you.
Okay, she's over on the other side of the room. Head straight there, because she doesn't like it when people bother the talent.
Right. Right, yep, let's head straight there. Wherever she is. Who is she? Which one is she? The assistant? Or the producer? I'm assuming it's the producer.
Thought I told Nina to cancel all my appointments for the day. I swear that girl couldn't find her ears if I taped them over her eyes. At least she makes a decent cup of coffee.
You sympathy? Nina said we should speak to you.
Yes, I am. And if you don't mind, I keep the show running here, so I'll be brief. What are you doing in my building?
We've been given a lead on a story that involves one of your personalities, Charlie Nova. Someone has been manipulating his articles on the meshnet and turning them into scathing attacks against the human revolution. We're trying to track the culprit, and we need to talk to Mr. Nova to hunt down further leads.
You let your ROM do all the talking for you? Must be one of those new interrogation modules all the fresh meat rave about. Of course I know someone's been modifying Charlie's articles. I'm tracking them down myself. What I want to know is why I should help you snatch the scoop out from underneath me. Super hacker twists meshnet news for personal political vendetta? The clicks basically farm themselves.
See, that's a Zin.
Zin? Augmented eyes Zin? What does Zin have to do with this?
She's the one who gave us the lead to begin with. Then, someone threw her out of her office window. We figured Mr. Nova might be next, and we wanted to get to him first.
Holy shit. Fine, I'll let you talk to Charlie. If someone is trying to kill people over this, I'd rather it be out and done with as fast as possible. I mean, shit, we're an entertainment scene. Nobody should die for that. But hey, watch yourself with Charlie. He's a pompous clown, but he's my pompous clown.
Alright.
Keep it civil, or I'll throw your ass out and figure this out on my own. Now get on it. I need to make some calls.
Where do we go?
Oh, go right on through.
Actually, close the door right on this. That's the host. What am I? I don't know. Where am I supposed to go again? Oh, guess I'll talk to the assistant. No. How about this?
Hey there! I'm Sky. Nice to meet you. This is just my side job. For my main gig, I run a gym. Sky High Gym, right by the campus off the M.
Okay. I don't know who I should be talking to. The host?
Fantastic! How fantastic! I just love your ROM. Not quite as stunning as mine, but still.
Okay, this has to be him.
grand. Very sleek, very clean. Bravo. Oh, Sympathy is doing that thing where she waves at me to hurry things up. Right down to brass tacks then, I suppose. Wait! I forgot to introduce myself.
Yeah, you did.
I'm Charlie Nova,
Okay, so it is
host
him.
of Tonight in the Stars and Star in the Stratosphere. But you already knew that, I'm sure. What can I do for you,
Can you tell me about TMI?
Yes, any additional information on your station would be greatly appreciated.
Well, it's the best damn network on the planet, I can tell you that. We put out top-notch news and entertainment, but with real heart that our competitors just can't match. But if you really want to know about TMI, you need to know about Sympathy. It's her pride and joy, after all. Sure, she can be a little acerbic, and sure, she calls me a poofy-haired oaf all the time. But you can really
Poofy-haired
tell
oaf.
she cares, you know? Deep down. I'm not sure if that throat-cutting gesture she's making is a signal to move to another topic or a threat against my physical well-being. So, let's move on. What next? Oh, you flatter me. Yes, you do. I can't imagine you've come all this way just to get my story, have you? After all, I've already published my very own splendid 100% original autobiography, Like a Nova.
Yeah, Jesus.
But I suppose I can give you a quick rundown, even if Sympathy is giving me the stink eye. I grew up here on the mean streets of Neo-SF, but my jocular nature and striking countenance got me scouted for a few small product advertisements. And the rest is not so ancient history. Now I'm the host of the largest celebrity news show on the Mesh, and I couldn't be happier. It's all thanks to my swarms of fans, though. They're the ones who count.
Have you heard that your stories were getting altered?
Oh, it may have come up in the last lunch meeting we had, but Sympathy assured me that it was some kind of technical glitch, and our support people were on top of it. They're top-notch, the absolute best money can buy.
Right, so this guy's oblivious to it.
So I don't think there's anything more to say on the subject.
We've heard of other people's posts getting
That's
altered.
very upsetting. I hope you've passed along that information to Sympathy. I'm certain our tech people will be able to find the culprit in short order once they know enough about it.
Sure.
I really don't know what I have to do with it, though.
It was your post you were manipulating.
And that is supposed to mean what? I'm not sure if you're trying to imply that I had something to do with this, or that I'm being targeted for some specific reason, but if you have an accusation to level, then make it known. My time is far too important to be wasted on beating around the bush.
So is mine. Jesus.
All right, that's enough. Charlie has a show to get ready for. He's told you everything he's going to. So get the hell out of here.
Calm the fuck
If
on.
you find anything more interesting than what you got, come back and see me again. Directly.
Remember, I'm the victim in all this.
Oh man, she looks really cheesed off now. Do you know how snippy she can get?
Oh shit.
I better get her coffee ready. Maybe that'll calm her down.
We're very sorry if we made your day more difficult. Perhaps I could take the coffee over to Sympathy and we could try to smooth her rumpled feathers.
Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You make her even madder?
About that.
Oh no. On second thought.
Yep.
It'll only take a minute.
Alright, but she takes it with plenty of milk.
Well, there's actual milk here. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Remember that spoiled milk that we got? Yeah. Oh wait, I shouldn't save over that. That's my oldest save. Remember that spoiled milk? That's oh, it's super spoiled milk now.
Okay, let's deliver this and make it end.
This is gonna be. Oh fuck.
I thought I told you to beat it. Or do your ears just not work?
We just want to bring you coffee and make sure there were no hard feelings.
Ha! Ah, that's cute. I promise I don't bite. I just have a job to do. Sometimes I think Charlie's hair gel seeps into his brain, but he brings in most of our revenue, so his happiness is our top priority.
Right.
Ugh, my stomach is killing me. Maybe those egg rolls I had earlier.
Yep, it's
I'm
definitely
heading
those
to the
egg
can,
rolls.
And you're heading to the street.
Alright.
Did you want a signed photo?
You told me you don't know anything at all?
I'm not quite sure what you're insinuating, but I don't think I like it. I am a pillar of this community, and I care deeply about our reports.
Right.
I assure you that Sympathy is on top of the situation. And with that, I'll have...
Kicked out again? Oh, she's back.
God damn, I don't know what's wrong with my stomach. And didn't I tell you to get the hell out of here? You're on my last nerve, and if you wanted to earn a grudge with me, you're just about there. Move!
Fuck.
That did not go well. We need some kind of leverage to get Mr. Nova. I'm certain he...
If he doesn't, Sympathy does.
Indeed. While you were talking to him,
But again,
I
he
took
was
the
kinda
opportunity to
evasive.
look into his history more thoroughly. It turns out he did a series of promos.
Whatever. We're gonna load the save. Let's see if we just gave her proper milk instead. Cause, you know.
Okay.
Sometimes I think Charlie's hair gel seeps into his... Now, Scram, you know...
Oh, okay.
That did not go... Indeed.
Alright, so, yeah, I guess... Oh. Wait, what? We get to stay?
Did you want to...
Oh, no, we don't get to talk to
I
him.
usually don't offer more...
Okay, well... I guess, giving her the spoiled milk was, the correct option. Well, let's stick with
I
that,
thought
yeah.
I told you to beat... Ha! Sometimes...
Alright, let's talk to him.
Did you want a sign? It's Charlie.
Right.
And honestly, I'd absolutely love to help you out. Really, I just don't have the information you're looking for.
It's a bit worrying that you don't know more.
Need to know and all that.
Right.
I keep on top of the things that need my attention and leave sympathy to handle all the things that don't. My time is too important to be wasted on trivial things like minor technical glitches.
Alright, well, this guy really doesn't know then.
Oh, god damn, I don't.
Indeed. While you were... It turns out he did a series of promos for a local Hassie bar early in his career, and some fans still spot him there from time to time. It's a long shot, but frankly, everything about this case has been one long shot after another.
Fair enough.
Maybe we should question the people at this Hassie establishment and look for any dirt we can use to put some pressure on Mr. Nova. There must be something. It's the only path I see.
Better than nothing.
The Hassie bar is located on Market Street, near the Genus Clinic.
We already know where it is. We visited it twice, 3 times. Alright, well, at least that weather bot is fixed.
I haven't seen you around here before. Is there something I can help you with?
I heard Charlie Nova hangs around here sometimes.
Another one of his fans, huh? Yeah, he comes here sometimes. I don't really get why everyone likes him so much.
What's your issue with him?
Well, I have a picture from this time he flipped off a box of kittens.
Well then.
Somebody brought them to try to give away, and one of them scratched him up. He ended up taking it home, but he really hammed it up about getting scratched. I think he ended up calling him, I think it was Captain Snuggles?
What the? Oh.
It was pretty funny, actually. I'll send your Rom a picture.
This is pretty innocuous.
Yeah.
We're going to need more evidence if we're to fabricate a believable story that will convince Mr. Nova it's in his best interest to help us.
Well, there's this guy, Keith.
Oh, hey, it's you. Wow, long time.
So who's this?
Who's this?
Hey, not too old now. Did you manage to keep that plan I got you alive? Oh, man. Rest in peace, Wilty. You probably overwatered it, didn't you?
That's exactly right.
Figures. So, what's with the bot?
That's Turing, my ROM.
Yours? Really? Huh. I didn't think you liked to bring work home, as it were. Anyway, it's great to see you. What brings you to the Hassie bar? Doing a review of that sweet weather ROM outside or something?
We're actually here on an investigation.
All right, now that's the kind of journalism I'm talking about.
Indeed, we're looking into some accusations made against Charlie Nova. And we're actually trying to build up a solid case against him.
No shit. I actually may have exactly what you need.
Oh, okay.
Charlie comes here all the time. You know that show he's host of, Star in the Stratosphere? That show where normal people try to become actors and singers and all. Listen to this recording I made when he was here last month on his book tour.
Oh?
So many people come up to me thinking that if they can sing or act, I'll just make them a superstar. But that isn't how it works. Raw talent isn't enough to get you by in this industry, and anyone who thinks so is lying to themselves. It takes hard work and persistence. You gotta want it, and want it bad. But the kids I get on Star in the Stratosphere, which I host each and every week, as you all know, they're all so young and hungry.
Oh, fuck.
I love them. I do my damnedest to make sure they get what they want. They give me their best, so I'm gonna give them mine.
Oh.
It's not much, and it might help you build a case if you chop it up right. Just keep my name off it.
Oh,
I post hiking pictures, not scandals.
Charlie is a groomer?
Well, if nothing
Oh, no,
else,
sir.
the threat of this dropping on the mess should get them talking. Here, I just made a copy for you. Anyway, I'd love to catch up soon. For now, I'll let you keep at it. You can usually find me here if you want to chat again.
Right, on it, Keith. Alright.
Say, why did you tell Keith that I belong to you?
Well, I do like you, and I don't have a ROM my own yet.
I'll thank you to remember that I am not the same as any ordinary ROM that exists to be subservient. I don't like being forced to assert my independence as a unique individual, but I really thought you were above this. Anyway,
Oh, what? We're supposed to stay here? What the? It's a data disk? Oh, that's Hayden's research. No, what the hell are we supposed to do? Talk to more people? Who's that? Like his hair. Let's talk to this girl.
What can I do for you? Sure. I still have a little bit before closing, and I can use some conversation to distract me from the anticipation of the VR drama I have waiting for me when I get off.
Of course.
What do you want to know?
Didn't Charlie Nova do promos for this place?
Charlie is a complete trip. We met when he was just starting out doing adverts. He still drops in every once in a while to hang out. I love the guy. He's super funny, always has the best stories, and his hair is perfect.
Oh, of course.
And he parties harder than anyone I know.
Right.
A couple weeks
Sure.
ago, he invited me to his rave at some pole that's probably already shut down, and he got so amped up on Crash that he jumped up on the table and hosted an impromptu dirty dancing contest.
Oh. Oh no.
I swear, if he was in Charlie Nova, we would have gotten chucked out on our asses. But it was a lot of fun. If you want to meet him, just hang around here long enough. He loves mingling with his fans. Not that it helps his ego any.
Thank you for your time.
Sure. Just let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to help.
Alright. This should be enough to get his attention.
frankly, I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy about this. Mr. Nova's clearly an upstanding individual, if just a bit boisterous. But I suppose if we're in for a penny, we're in for a pound. This should be more than enough anecdotal evidence to fabricate a less than flattering image of Mr. Nova that the public will eat right up. Let us present our story to him immediately. Hopefully our delay has not put him in physical danger.
Alright, well, let's leave ASAP.
Hey, you two!
Ah, fuck.
I think I'm gonna have to let security know that you're not allowed back in the building.
We've got some stuff that might change your mind about teaming up.
Doubtful. But let's hear it. Never let it be said I didn't give someone a chance to dig their own grave.
Which one would be the best? I feel like this one would ruin his image the most. The pep talk is... yeah.
So what? I like to show people a good
Ah,
time.
fuck.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Damn it, I told you to get off the crash, Charlie. Shit like this keeps coming up.
I did. And besides, I wasn't doing anything illegal.
Anyway, this is just pathetic. This is really your best attempt at blackmailing us?
Bet the world would love to hear such an inspiring pep talk.
Ha! You're just grasping at straws. This speech was truly a beacon of light for the entire entertainment community.
More like a groomer, Jesus.
There's no way an original sermon like that is going to convince anyone that I'm a bad guy.
Well, with some creative editing. Whatever, this is still nothing but hot air. You need to step up your game, kid.
Well, we only have one more.
Hey, that's completely out of context. And I love Captain Snuggles. Sure, we didn't get off to a good start, but he's a great cat. The best.
Charlie, flipping off a kitten? Why? You go public with this flimsy smear piece, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Oh, so that was the one?
Enough! I'm not cut out for this cloak and dagger game, Sympathy.
Okay.
What's the big deal anyway? It's not like they've got anything substantial to use. I might as well give them what they want, so they'll go away.
Tell them whatever you want. And I'll be taking that evidence.
You didn't have to do all of this.
Well, could have just told us from the beginning then.
I would have helped if you had just asked.
What?
But it's always push and dig and needle, isn't it? I'm not a journalist. I'm just an anchor. I read off a teleprompter and look good doing it. I don't have much to offer you, but here's what I know. Trust me, I'd love to lay down some earth-shattering pronouncement and dazzle you with my investigative skills, but all I've got is flimsy threads at best. The thing is, all this stuff with my stories, stuff getting changed, making me look like I don't like the human revolution or whatever, it started after I had an upgrade made to my VR uplink hardware.
What kind of upgrade?
The technically legal kind.
Yeah.
Look, I like to have a good time at a party, right? But Sympathy keeps hammering on me for pounding back too much crash and whatnot. Nothing illegal, but she says it makes me look like shit on camera the next day. So I went to this guy I know, good guy, everyone uses him. He's called Nanya.
Manya.
He does great work. After just one simple back alley brain surgery, bing bang boom. I can use an app to make my VR uplink have the same effect on my brain that the stims do, without all the nasty physical side effects. It could be a coincidence, though. The tech guys didn't find anything wrong with my uplink, and they say the modifications check out. But that Nanya guy does a lot of work for media people around here, so if a bunch of posts are getting changed, maybe that's your weak link. Anyway, that's it. Pretty flimsy, but I'll send you the address and you can go talk to him.
Alright.
If he'll even see you, that is.
Thanks for the help.
Well, we took far too long to get to it, but I'm quite happy to assist in any way that I can. Just make sure you source me in your article, right? Maybe run a rough draft past me and I'll give you some quotes. I'm certain that'll help signal boost the story all the way to the stratosphere.
Oh, Jesus.
Give it the old Charlie Nova bump. Maybe we can smooth out all this silliness between us. Anyhow, I really have to get back to work.
Yeah, you go do that, bud.
Let me know how it goes with the murderous hacker thing. My ROM will call your ROM.
Alright, let's head to Manya's.
This looks like the spot. I'm awfully nervous and still a bit shaken up. Let's hurry and get out of here.
Hold up there, Speedy.
Uh-oh.
I've never seen the two of you around here before, and I know everybody. Why don't you let me know what's going on here first before you start barging through people's doors? Feel me?
Hello? We're just here to speak to Nanya about something.
Just got into town and you're already asking favors from folks, huh? Tisk, 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 my little blue friend.
What? No, it's not like that. Listen, we don't want any trouble, but we're kind of in a hurry.
Trouble? There's no trouble here. We can be friends.
For what price?
I like this one. You're a little more street smart than your blue bot buddy here, I see. No, I like you too. You're cool in my book. And since we're all such good friends now,
Yup.
maybe you'll be willing to give back to the community and do a favor for your new pal Formula first.
What? What kind of name is Formula? I mean, highly doubt this is his real name, but you know, what kind of favor?
You see, I'm a budding street musician.
Alright, so that explains the microphone.
Big hit. Feel me?
Sure.
But I'm sort of stuck on a few lines. I just gotta get these last few rhymes right. Maybe you could share a little of your creativity with me and see what we come up with. And it'll be fun.
Maybe we could try to help you, Lil.
Are you sure about this? You know how important this has become. Time is of the essence.
You don't have time to not help me.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
What do you think would take longer? Helping an up-and-coming singer-songwriter finish a guaranteed worldwide hit? Or you could ignore me and maybe I'll send over an anonymous tip to the Neo SFPD. You see, I know for a fact that everything inside this shop here is 100% legal. But I bet whatever you got in your mind sure ain't.
What?
Even if they didn't find anything, it'd take the rest of the day to iron out.
Right.
People like you don't come down here for anything boring. We clean up good. How well do you cover your tracks when you're in such a hurry, I wonder?
This isn't good. If Lexi in particular gets suspicious and starts tracking us down, things will become rougher for us. Not to mention all the other people it could indirectly affect.
Exactly.
This whole case is life or death.
Huh, kind of a dramatic rhyme, ain't it? But I made my point clear. If you don't help me out, I'll make sure you never get in to see Nanya at all. He's my buddy. Done me a favor or two, so I return him when I'm asked. That's how we do things around here.
Fine, we'll help finish your damn song.
I knew you'd see it my way. All you gotta do is help me complete my rhymes, you dig?
Sure.
A couple of them are just missing a word or two, but if I really want to make this song fantastic, I'm gonna need some killer inspiration. It's gonna be super cred. Anyway, you ready for this?
Let's do it, I guess. Or should I? Let me go get some more inspiration.
Fair enough.
We can look at the box of donuts. Let's take it. Take the old donuts.
Wait, those are... sure, why not?
Take the
I
rubbish.
have 16 different health notifications advising against that.
Why not? There isn't a recycle bin nearby, so there would be no sense of smug satisfaction in grabbing it. Find yourself lacking the rough edge needed to express yourself in street art. In fact, you pretty much lack rough edges in general. Isn't there a phrase people say when they see this?
Omae wa mo shinderu.
What? What? That's the one. Oh my god. What the fuck?
This is This is genius! The contrast of the art's colors to the walls, the way the letters stretch out, not to mention the accented punctuation amplifying the outcry.
Oh no.
Who are the junks, and to whom are they unworthy?
Oh god.
This lacks the anger and passion I usually find in this type of street art. No layering, no grand design, nothing inspired or imaginative.
The great covers the window. I think it looked like outside of a prison cell.
I think this is the place, but of course, frankly, the state of this industry and the current political climate don't give me much hope for my own legal status when word inevitably gets out about me. Regulation regarding cybernetic implants is a massive intersection between medical and tech industries. I'm rather surprised the Human Protection Act was even passed, but I suppose the possibility of hybrid genetics being passed on to offspring meant there was a considerable push from biotech companies due to patent law, and the laws about cybernetics got tacked on. Never mind. I'm just ranting. This entire investigation has been frustrating. Let's get in there and get this over with.
Right, wrestlers a powerhouse in the hot news table of violent wings. Highly ranked wrestlers who form up some sort of battalion. No.
Anyway, you
Sure.
gonna give it a shot? That's what I like to hear. Here's the first line I'm having trouble with. You ready?
Oh god.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of, hang on a second.
The old frontier? These two sounds... Well, there are two wrestlers here.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of old wrestling gear.
No.
Really? Come on. That rhymes, but it doesn't work at all.
Hey! I liked it.
Oh.
Yeah!
Oh man, you totally threw off my style with that one. I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know if you come up with anything new.
Haven't you ever rapped before?
Let's...
Gonna give it a shot?
Yep.
Here's the first. You ready?
Yep.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of on the old frontier. That doesn't sound right. Of, on, that doesn't even... Oh man, you totally... I'm gonna keep thinking.
Do you even know?
No, I don't know how to fucking rap. Jesus. How not tasty. Fuck. I mean, are those our only options? Let's go with holiday cheer. That sounds hilarious.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of my holiday cheer. Hey, yeah, that totally works. Great idea, thanks a ton. Here's the next line. Ready? Pay attention now.
Alright.
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. And if you want my number, You know, for this one, I don't think words are gonna be enough. I'm gonna need some inspiration to make it come together.
Sure.
If you got anything to show me that you think will help me out, let me know.
Just give him the box of donuts.
If you bring mistletoe, you must be off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my scones. That doesn't rhyme, and why would I give him scones? I love my scones. Oh, man. I'm gonna
whatever.
keep thinking.
Come on, aren't...
What do we have? We should give him the business card.
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my business card. Hey, that totally works.
Hey!
Really, thanks so much. I'd never be able to write a song like this without you.
A Christmas-themed love song? Aren't those supposed to be pretty tacky?
Alright, now I need your help with just one more line. I promise it's the last one. This one's
Okay.
been driving me up a wall. I hope you can tackle it as well as you did the others. Ready?
Sure.
Here we go. This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a nice pair of, damn it.
Just a pair of
This
headphones.
is getting embarrassing. There's no way to salvage this one without some seriously fresh inspiration, yo. Don't lose hope. I'm sure it'll...
Fuck.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of GX Ultra beats.
Oh,
That doesn't rhyme.
could have just said headphones.
Oh, man. You totally...
But okay. Oh god.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of stun guns. That doesn't rhyme. Oh, man.
Fuck. I guess we'll go back to scones.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of yummy Christmas scones.
Okay, I guess the donuts were useful.
He does know those are donuts, right?
Now that's what I call a tasty beat. That was amazing. I can't believe you pulled it off. Whatever you do for work now, it doesn't matter. You should become a musician.
Ah, fuck off.
We totally become rivals, and I bet you that... On second thought, you keep your day job. This is my territory. You feel me?
Oh,
But
Jesus.
you did help out in a huge way, so I guess you're cool. Go on in and see Nanya whenever you want. I'll just be chilling out here, soaking up the inspiration of my surroundings, baby.
Here, you can keep the scones. It was nice meeting you, Formula.
Hey, you too, little Bob Blue. Hey, that kinda rhymes.
Let's go.
Colossal mess of tangled wires sprawls on the floor. Oh, is that him? That's your CRT monitor.
This is known as a CRT monitor. Almost nobody still uses them anymore. They're very outdated.
Yeah, they updated as of now.
Nope.
No. Yup.
Nope, I don't know you. You got someone willing to vouch for you? If not, get out of my shop.
We just met for Mula. He said we were cool.
Moolah? That guy's a hoot. Keeps out the riffraff and fakers, too. But seriously, where did you hear about me?
Charlie Nova said I should come talk to you.
Charlie? Yeah, I remember him. That TV guy runs his mouth a lot. Yeah. Paid good enough. Alright then, what can I do for you?
We have something important to ask you.
You are Nanya, correct?
Sure, if that's what you want to call me. If your credit's clear, you can call me whatever you want. Enough foreplay. What can I do for you? A fresh install, custom firmware, maybe an upgrade? I can pretty much do it all. But most people come in here for VR implants. Turns out brain surgery is expensive, yeah?
Who would have thought? We're here in a different kind of business.
We're in a bad situation. Local news articles are being mysteriously altered after they've been posted to the mesh, even while the originals are still online. Charlie Novas are being manipulated as well, and he pointed us in your direction. It didn't start happening until after he had his implant upgraded.
You know anything about that? I don't want to start making accusations.
What are you, cops?
No.
No, worse. You're journalists.
Yep.
Get the hell out of my shop! I have a business to run. I don't have time to answer shit about shit that don't got shit to do with me. You found the door before, find it again. And tell Charlie he can get someone else to do him a rush job when he's back on stims and needs a workaround. He ain't welcome around here anymore.
Give us a moment, please. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of being given the runaround by these meatbags.
Jesus.
We could just find some bribe or blackmail to get what we want from this Nanya. But I think it's time to take matters into our own hands.
What, we use a stun
I
gun?
have an idea. Keep him occupied for a few minutes.
How should I do that?
Just do what you normally do and ask questions. Nothing about the blog post, though. We don't want to set him off. Just keep him talking.
Okay.
It'll only take a minute.
Are you gonna get going, or am I gonna have to call someone to make you get going?
Then we got off on the wrong foot.
Damn straight. Now get out of here!
Listen, we don't think you had anything to do with... Well, we don't want to talk about the blog post, so let's go with the cops' idea.
If anyone was going to hack Charlie's implant, you would have the best access.
Are you kidding me? You think you get to walk into my place of business and accuse me of installing malware onto a customer's implant?
Yeah.
Fine. Bring it on! My reputation is ironclad, and there just ain't no way Charlie's implant was ever touched. Messing
Okay.
with the firmware would make it light up like Christmas morning with user warnings. So unless he's been letting someone else dig around in his head, you'll be the one left looking like an asshole.
Am I really supposed to believe it's that secure?
VR interfaces require a hardline connection to receive I/O. So unless Charlie's been using a headset to route his ROM's HUD through it, there ain't no way to get into it. And if Charlie's installation got infected, I don't see what the hell that has to do with me. Tell him to buy some antivirus software and keep off the sketchy porn sites. The end.
Not that you would care, but my creator Hayden died over this. You think we care about your reputation?
You're out of your damn mind, robot. I've done nothing wrong. Are we done?
Sure, I guess this place really is on the up and up.
It is.
I'm sure you have all the proper permits and everything.
Now you're ragging on my shop? Everything here is to code. End of story. I'm not doing anything illegal, unless you're some kind of corporate apologist and think factory warranties are sacrosanct. Just because I want to be discriminating with my clientele doesn't mean I'm a crook. Tell you what, how about you get the hell out of my shop, and don't come back without a cop and a warrant, since you're so concerned about the public welfare.
Maybe we'll do just that.
Yeah, whatever.
Do I keep talking to him? I don't know. If I can use a gun on him. Wait, no. I don't want to do violent things.
I've done nothing wrong.
I'll touch him.
Can I help?
Fuck. Give him the brochure.
You bring that up to me one more time and you'll never step foot in my shop again.
So he does have a problem with it.
I don't do business with the guy. Heard he was a prick. Do you have an appointment or an order to pick?
Just use a gun on him.
Holding me up with a glorified taser? Do you want to lose that arm?
So do we just leave? What the fuck are we supposed to do? You fire the window up and draw a stick figure in just the right way to make it look like it's undergoing its own upgrade surgery. Nice. What? You scribble gadgets on the stick figure's limbs to make an even more awesome pretend cyborg stick person.
The disconnect between your behavior and your age is alarming. You know that?
Your stick figure masterpiece fades away as the window cools back down beneath the shade. Excuse me, surgeons. Do you have a moment to discuss our Lord and Savior actually just humans? So do we just leave? Lung augment, spine and augment, cybernetic arms. So I guess we just leave?
You may not know this, but I have a finely tuned sense of electromagnetic fields. All ROMs do.
Oh.
We need to be able to maintain optimal contact with the mesh, catalog and use various wireless transmissions, and avoid areas with dangerously high interference.
Right.
Your stock off-the-shelf ROM has very little command over the frequencies available to be scanned. But I'm starting to realize how very little of me is stock or off-the-shelf after the changes Hayden made. That means when the humidity is low, the air fairly sings for me, amongst other things.
I'm not getting your point.
Meaning, in layman's terms, I could read his monitor over his shoulder while being across the room.
Oh. You can read monitors without actually seeing them?
Well, some. I doubt I could have handled an LCD monitor. They require extra parts I just don't have. And the fidelity is a bit low. Anyways, Nanya looked up his client records on Charlie, and I got some of the names of his other customers off of the spreadsheet. One in particular stands out, Shotaro Otsuka.
What's the relevance?
Mr. Otsuka is a moderately prominent tech blogger, respected, perhaps a bit vitriolic. He catches my attention though because historically he has been very critical of Parallax in his posts. Recently though, the tone has been increasingly moderate, and now he is almost effusive in his praise. His fans are accusing him of shilling for the company, but many of his earliest posts show some of the same manipulations that we saw from Augmented Eye and Nova's blog. Now it's like he's being ghost-written entirely.
Lead the way then.
I've marked the location of Shotaro Otsuka's apartment on your map. After you.
Alright, let's go. And it's raining.
This is the building. Mr. Otsuka must do well for himself, considering the neighborhood.
Yeah, shit, that house looks fancy.
Not the priciest section of Neo SF, but nice enough for a self-employed tech blogger. Perhaps we should just ring the bell? We both know it won't be that easy, but it's important to maintain some courtesies.
Wasn't that guy in TMI? Yeah.
You weren't prepared for the weather, huh? Your ROM looks fancy enough to keep track of that.
How do we... Oh.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's ROM. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
That's encouraging. That was odd. Maybe try the bell again.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's ROM. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this. Sorry for the wait. Please...
Again?
What is taking so long?
Once more?
All right, third time's the charm, right? Once more, with feeling.
With feeling.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ. Shotaro was not expecting any company. Sorry for the wait.
Oh, jeez.
Ah! Why can't this ever be easy? I swear I'll blow out a fuse before we're done. Thank Hayden for system redundancies. Well, that's that. Let's see if we can find a way into Mr. Otsuka's apartment ourselves.
You can always break the window. The design is just slightly worn from the weather and general outside hazards, but it's surprisingly in good shape. Well, that's disappointing. Well done. The building's buzzers just lay out big buttons on the panel, nothing too fancy. You can see inside it's a staircase. What the hell are we supposed to do?
I don't think it's coming back.
Let's talk to this guy?
My gym's closed this week for the...
I don't care about your damn... Oh, can we climb the tree? The trunk is pricked and rough as far as you can reach. What's shaking, tree?
Did you know that palm trees used to be much more common? Almost a city staple?
Well, how the hell... Oh, there's a ladder. Pull it.
Mr. Otsuka's apartment is on the second floor. The fire escape should give us access to his window. We just need something to let us reach it. I'm sure there's some piece of detritus or loose end lying around we could use. Oh, that's how these things always work.
We could use the palm tree, or we can climb the window.
How do we reach that?
Him?
You weren't prepared for the weather, huh?
Oh, shut up.
About that.
Oh.
You want my umbrella?
Yeah.
Not for the weather. We need to use the hook handle to reach the fire escape ladder so we can pull it down.
Oh, you live here and lost your key card, huh?
Totally.
I totally understand. I do that all the time. But look, as much as I'd love to give you this umbrella, I'm kinda using it right now.
Well, no shit.
Where I come from, see, we're all about equal trades. It's part of our culture.
Gym culture?
Sorry, but unless you've got anything interesting to exchange for it, I'm gonna hold on to this. Don't want to get wet.
I can give him the headphones. He might be interested in them.
These are pretty cool, but I'm not big into music. I like video games more, and there's no mic on this headset.
The business card?
Hey, is this real? The real Yannick Fairlight?
Yeah.
You know him?
Of course I do! He's one of the most innovative tech minds of the last few generations! Can I please have this? I'll give you the umbrella. Yours to keep if you want.
Oh shit! All
I
right,
think
that was
it's a
easy.
fair trade.
Totally.
Thanks! Here you go. This is so exciting! I'm gonna go call him right now!
All right. Well, he's off.
Call him. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. Oh well, now we have our tool and a pretty spiffy one at that. Let's go.
All right.
Excellent work.
Up we go. This one's locked. You can't get inside through here. What about this one? It's also hard to reach and would be dangerous to try and climb through the wall. This window?
This window is unlocked. Let's go in.
Oh, what's that smell? Oh no, is he dead?
I'm not sure. My olfactory sensors detect chemicals associated with decaying food and something else I can't pin down. It's unfamiliar to me. That's better.
Oh,
Let's take a look around.
that's the old food. Old greasy bag of to and fro, a fast food chain the state is famous for. Flies are circling like vultures. Doesn't respond to your touch and there's no power switch. Ron just sits there, appeared to be that power down. There's an amp and some books. On writing good. Protocols used by weren't around back then when this baby was built. Antique wub speakers. Huh.
Mr. Otsuka,
Oh, he's dead, isn't he?
Shotaro must be plugged into the mesh. He hasn't even noticed us. I feel like I could scream without him knowing. Ah! Hi! Mr. Otsuka! Nothing.
He's dead.
Hello, guest.
Oh,
Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently, so he has not been receiving anyone. He is trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
We just checked, and he seems busy.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps?
how long has your owner been ill?
Shotaro has been under the weather for some time, but I could not tell you precisely when. He rarely has visitors or goes on outings, so this is only slightly abnormal behavior for him. In fact, you are the first visitor he has had in a while.
How long is a
Several
while?
days, in fact.
Several days.
Perhaps you could ask him about it yourself. I will check and see if he has a
Oh
moment
my
to
God.
speak with you.
When was your last diagnostic
I
check?
run regular self-checks and have noticed no irregularities in either my hardware or software. I appreciate your concern. If you think I am behaving erratically, perhaps you could
Oh
mention...
no. Is your owner still making blog updates?
He is. Shotaro is a diligent man, even in the face of such adversity. If you are a reader of his work, his next significant piece will be going online tomorrow. I will not spoil it for you.
No, that's okay.
Very well. Let me know if you need anything. I'm always...
Something sounds wrong. Just lots of weird noises. Okay. Nudge him. Yep, he's dead.
Oh no, we're too late.
Ah. How long has he been here?
It looks like he's been here for
For
a couple of
days,
days.
yep.
Maybe a little longer.
Skin's pale. Blood looks stale. Dried up.
That means whoever did this did it before we even found out about all of this. Stabbed in the chest, right through the back of the chair. Looks like it severed his carotid artery. I don't want to make any assumptions, but I can't help but wonder if this was done by the same person who assaulted Zin. His ROM doesn't even think anything is wrong. We need to hurry. If I'm right, everyone we've talked to so far is in more danger than we thought. Someone is following us. We have to find his computer so I can see if I can pull anything relevant off of it. You interrogate his ROM. Maybe you can find out why it's acting so strange.
His implants or whatever shit might have
Shotaro
been.
has been a bit under the weather. He is trying
Oh,
very hard.
shut up.
That's okay. We'll wait.
Is there anything else I might...
Shotaro's dead.
It shut itself down again. Let's see if we can pull some useful information off of Mr. Otsuka's computer. If we can find it.
It's such sensitive. The entire desk must be his computer. Touch it again.
I'll start downloading these files. I finished my examination of Mr. Otsuka's computer. I didn't find anything particularly interesting, but I copied some files to be examined later. If we're all done here, we should hurry and go warn Nanya about what we found. Charlie and Sympathy too. They might be in immediate danger, so we must act fast. Let's head for Nanya's business.
Right, is the spot still on? No response at all, okay. Just get out of here. Cat? Moderate large tabby cat breaks its own self-satisfaction. Bask in its own satisfaction. Yet seems very satisfied about being a cat. Just pet it. Little cat bumps its forehead against your knee and starts kneading its paws against the ground. That's cute. Oh, expert meow. That's that kind of lightened up the mood a bit. Let's go back to Manya's.
Shit! What the hell are you doing back here? Wait, let me guess. You stole some of my files, or hacked my brain, or used telepathy or some shit. Found out someone else got hit by your little ghost in the machine, and when you got there, found out he was deader than new disco.
What? Oh.
That close enough?
That is distressingly accurate.
Well, it wasn't much of a damned guess. Charlie Nova is dead.
What?
What? Charlie is...
The autocab he was in drove him right off the bridge and into the bay. It's been all over the news for the last 10 minutes, and I'm not looking to be next. I'm getting the hell out of NeoSF, and I'm gonna forget that I ever saw you, ever knew Charlie, ever gave a shit about any of this. Hell, maybe I'll pick up a new career. I'm less likely to get murdered for being a fry cook, that's for damn sure. Have a good life!
Oh!
Oh no! No! Why is this happening? There was no one in that car! No heat signatures, no wireless emissions, nothing! That wasn't even an auto cab! It's a manual!
How's that even fucking possible? What?
No! I don't know! That's it! This is too much! I've had enough! I don't care who's controlling the news anymore! Almost everyone we've talked to so far has died, and I can't live with any more blood on my hands! We're not investigating this lead any further.
What?
As of right now!
So that's it? You're just gonna give up?
I'm just done. We're completely out of leads, and I can't even imagine watching anybody else die. I couldn't handle that. Perhaps Tomcat is finished going through all of the data we found. Let's head back to the apartment for now.
Fuck.
Ah, home sweet home again. Such that it is.
The hell,
And before
dude?
you say anything, I don't feel the need to talk over the events of the day. Too much has happened. I've already forwarded everything we rooted out to Tomcat, both Hayden's research and our aborted search into the modified mesh articles. They said they would be over in the morning to discuss our next steps. I'd suggest that we both get some rest.
If that's what you want.
Perhaps things will look better in the morning, but I have a feeling we're going to be even busier than ever. Good night.